I've honestly so far like never experienced uh, issues with like Twitch streaming just yet. So this is kind of unexplored territory for me to say the least. Um, but yeah, getting back to what we were talking about. Yeah, the intro to this had like an example where like you're testing like things in a sequence like collections. So now what I want to do is like I want to map string percentage sign. Oh, hey. It's like string split has a spec of its own. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Function arguments should be wrapped in a vector. Map function collections. We got the function here. Put this in the wrong space. Function tail, arity in params. Cannot see the stream. Damn, sorry guys. What's going on? Char JJE. What is going on? Video capture device. Main screen. Maybe I could try to add a new screen. Shrink it down till it fits. Yeah, sorry man, I'm a little confused as to like what's going on right now. It's like so far as I can see, it's all okay. Stats, resets, drop frames, CPU usage, frames per second 60, frames missed 0, skipped frame 0. Stats. Yeah, I don't know. Outputs, recordings cannot be paused. Audio, video output is currently active. Yeah, not sure what's going on. So anyway, yeah, let me know if it comes back, but there might be some weird bug going on that I'm not sure how to fix. All right. Function arguments should be wrapped in a vector. Yeah, but they are. And I don't know why this isn't working. Threads, the second item in the first form. Weird. How is that any different from what I was doing before? Maybe I had to wrap it an extra form to pass it through the thread. Yeah, anyway. Anyway, here we go. Right, so now I've got this, and yeah, I think I want to write a spec to see, like, this first... Yeah, so if these things are, like, arrays of strings for a first start, and then whether the first string is capital. So let's go back to our demo. Let's say S collection of strings. Def name is S col of string. And we're going to pass it back to
generative testing.
Alright. Oh, we're already out of time. Oh dear. Let's see if we did this correctly at the very least, and then we can save the rest of this for another day. First argument to def must be a symbol. sdef. Sdef name is a collection of strings. So now we're going to s.conform name to that. First we must load it into the REPL. The value supplied for key. S col of string. Yeah, maybe this demo video was like not that good. Valid name. Okay, cool. So, anyway, got most of the way towards taking our first baby steps with spec. So yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah, you know what? I should also put this online in a gist or something. You know, just something I can like pass around to people so they can check out these coding challenges after the fact. So I will do that soon, but in the meantime, let's close that and get on to the next part, which is the Startup 2 intro. So anyway, man, I'm real nervous about this stream thing. I don't know if I'm like just broadcasting a blank screen to everybody, including for the video recaps for like YouTube and like Twitch recordings. But anyway, can't know that until we're done. So Startup number 2 intro. Alright. So let's get this up and let's get my album. Start with the inspiration for this next startup idea, and yeah, we'll take a look at like some apps that are already out there that do like a similar thing, but yeah, I think I can do this in a like better, simpler, easier to do way. All right. So if you've got Google Photos, there's this really cool thing you can do where you can like make albums of photos. and it's kind of like equal parts like album, but also a little bit like a blog post or like a travel log, or something where you've got like a collection of photos and then like a little piece of prose and then like photos that were like interspersed and like grouped in certain ways. So anyway, you can do that with Google Photos. My dad's a big fan of doing this, and I've done it for a few like trips I've done. Back when we could do things like travel and leave the house and not worry about whether we were going to catch some kind of like terrible disease and die. So anyway, when those times come again, I think I'll be using this feature a lot more. But anyway, really enjoyed using this. My family's really enjoyed using this. And the basic idea is like you've got photos from your phone, and so you can start with the photo and put in some like text in between, and at least in the case of like Google Photos, you can do things like add maps, add text, add pictures. You can do like basic layout of pictures, so like arrange them side by side or group them or center them or something. So this is basically what I can do, and I would show you something that's like a little truer to life, but it's got a bunch of like family photos and things that people probably wouldn't want broadcast out to a whole internet full of strangers. So I just put together this like quick demo, and our family dog Belle wouldn't mind that, so I put her photo up since that's pretty funny. But anyway, I think this is really cool, but this tool is like really limited in scope, right? And it's just got that like Google thing where 300 people like built this product, and you had like 300 people's ideas going into it in terms of like what should the layout be, and does this like conform to all the material design expectations that we've like established with our material design system and like design standards, and is this going to be like too confusing or too hard to maintain, or like have too many features, or be like too complicated. So it kind of has like the feel of something that could be really cool, but which kind of ends up being like watered down and like being a lot less than what it could be, if like you didn't have like so much input to it. So like, at least in my view, it's got this weird problem where it's like not it's like too much and not enough at the same time, if that makes sense. So what I really want to be able to do is have like a really easy, intuitive way to do like photo layouts, for instance. So should I try to edit this live? I don't know how to like do like a photo layout, for instance. Like there, I was trying to like put it side by side, but it went top to bottom, for instance, even though like at least to my like naive user expectations, you should be able to put them side by side. So I would really like a better way to like orient these photos and move them around, and I would like more creative ways to do photo layouts than just like on top of each other or side to side. For this, like I was playing around with this all morning, and I still can't figure out how to like center the image, even though like just looking at it, it's got like a form factor and a shape that like kind of screams like center to me. Let's see, it's like relatively okay to use. Yeah, see. But yeah, it's like very limiting. You don't have like good ways to do like more refined photo layouts. You don't have any way whatsoever to like change the background image or colors. You can do like photo editing, but that's also fairly limited. Can't really do like text layout. You can basically like add a text box and like that's it. Text is always going to be center aligned, and it's always going to be like on a row of its own. So yeah, it's like it could be a really cool tool that like still stays simple but allows you to do like more refined things than what this allows you to do. So yeah, I think that'd be a really cool thing to build. And oh, another thing is that people are kind of like sketchy about like big name tech companies nowadays. Like there's this big backlash against like Google and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and like all these things. So I think there could be some appeal in that from like two perspectives. One allows you to put together these story things and like share them on a platform that's like not tied to one of those big tech names. And then two, it could be a really good way to share these things for like people who aren't Google users or aren't Instagram users, because one thing with these platforms is that because they're free, they've got this massive incentive to like take their services and try to like kind of trap you into their walled gardens, right? Like they really want you to sign up for the service, get a user account, and at that point they can really like constrain your interest to to being within the walls of their walled garden. And if you have to make anything or like share anything, it all has to happen according to like their rules and happen inside their universe. But if people had a tool where they can make these things, you get a URL, you can share the URL out like wherever you want it to go, then that's really appealing because it gives the user like a greater degree of freedom than they would have with something like Instagram, for instance, or like even this, arguably, since you have to be logged into Google to even see these things. So that's the idea. I need a much better elevator pitch for this thing because it's that was a very long-winded description, and I also need a name and like a tagline essentially. So I'm gonna have to come up with those things along the way, but that's the basic idea. Something like a Google Photo Story album, but different and better. What's really cool is there seems to be some interest for this thing out in the world. So the closest thing I could find, at least on the Google Play App Store, didn't really look at iOS since I'm an Android user. Although if I was doing my due diligence, that would probably be a good idea, right? But anyway, from some cursory searching, we've come up with this app called My Album. And yeah, it's got like a similar concept. But it's also got that thing where it's got like way too many features and it's trying to do like too much, and it's like too muddled and too confused. Yeah, and I don't want to rip on this guy's work because I think it's just like one dude building it out, and trying to like promote it and like get the thing off the ground. So like ironically, this guy's trying to do the exact same thing I'm trying to do. So I don't want to be like too critical of it, but using this just didn't give me like the kind of feeling I'm looking for, which is simplicity and flexibility and ease of use. So anyway, there's stuff like this out there. There's like interest in it, obviously. It's not showing up here, but I think this has like 50,000 downloads on the App Store. Oh yeah, here we go, 50,000 plus installs. So there's interest in it, but I think after having like seen what the other like third party like independent apps are like, and seeing what the huge big name tech company versions of this thing is like, I really think I can make like a better, simpler, more focused, more refined product that simultaneously like makes the stuff like really easy to do, but also gives you like a lot more possibilities for coming up with like more creative layouts and like personalizing things in a way that like these two tools like don't really enable you to do. So startup number 2. And that's an idea I had like a number of years ago and just kind of jotted down in a Trello card, and I'm really like jazzed to be working on it. So anyway, we've got the Startup 2 intro finished, and now what's left to do is build the landing page. So yeah, let's get to it, shall we? Done. So we like to mark out things we have gotten done. Project announcement done. Take a moment to celebrate our small victories and check things off our list. And now we get into the work itself. So, build the landing page. Oh man, what does this consist of? New repo for the landing page. So, let's start on that. Actually, let's add some links if we haven't already. Done my photo album, so we've already got that up. And then we'll put a link to my album. Google Play, App Store. Alright. If you're the creator of my album, I'm sorry for ripping on you, but regardless, I think I can do it better. Alright. Let's close this. Save it for another day. And yeah, let's update what we're doing. Building out startup to landing page. Alright. Feel like I've scared away all my viewers because the stream isn't up, but that's okay. Alright. This will be easier to do in the terminal. No, I don't think so. Alright. Plotter's Landing. Sorry I didn't finish you. Backend and front end. Yeah, this is what I want to copy over. I think there's a bunch of extra stuff in here that I probably don't want and will want to like delete right away, but that's alright. So rename 20, what are we up to here? 2008. Startup 2. And I'll plug this real quick because it's been really good for me. This like folder organization system I'm using. It's like 10 writing, 20 code, 2001 sandbox, 2002 other people's code. This is something called Johnny Decibel. Yeah, I won't get too much into it, but yeah, really nice way of organizing your file system, or much of anything else. So yeah, if you're curious about how I name my folders and why, that is basically what I'm doing. All right. So code 2008, 2009. It's crazy that you can rename a folder while simultaneously opening it. Alright, don't have a name yet, but we will soon. Okay. Where's all my stuff? It's probably because I renamed it while I was opening it. It's an amazing world of new technology, but not quite yet. Man, what the hell, VS Code? Now what? Alright, start 2. There's our files. Great. Alright, so source. I don't think I'm gonna need any of this. Contents layout. Nope. Not gonna need the source folder at all. Delete. Backend, front end. Let's just do a real quick cleanup. Reagents. Hiccup is going to come along as part of reagents. This EAV thing is something we never used. Fetch will definitely need Figwheel, Clojure scripts, so that's all good. Main, Plotter's core. Figwheel main. Watch Clojure files, true. Watch directory source. And startup, start mongod, that's all good. Okay, so this is going away. I feel like I could reuse a lot of this, much as I would like to kind of blow it all away and start from scratch. I think I'll probably have a fairly similar layout, so let's just keep that for the time being. Let's delete this, because I think after having worked with Tailwind CSS, iPhone CSS, I can see us needing that. Index HTML, old index HTML. Not going to need that. Plot inputs, Tailwind. Gonna need that unfortunately for the time being. Alright, that was all for plotters, so we'll get rid of this. Alright, Tailwind, Index, and iPhone. Animate, that was a sweet library, we'll keep that. Startup number 2. Title coming soon. Alright. Fonts, may as well keep that for now. And source, core CLJS, index page. Alright. Here's a bunch of extra JavaScript that we don't need. Plotters index page. Main. Alright, so we need a different namespace. How about we call it February? February.core. Alright. Spelled that right, yeah. Cool. Never quite sure. Alright. So, February fetch index page. Send email. Hey girl. Alright, production URL. Am I using this anywhere? Yeah. All this stuff I'll definitely want. Email box. Thanks. Cross check. Yeah, let's check the backend real quick, but I think we're getting into a good spot. Data, ring, composure, ring cores. Stupid package never worked for me. In REPL, mongers, CLJ time. Yep, gonna need all that. Core. All right. A little syntax cleanup. All right. I think that's it. So, yeah, how about we start MonGod? Alright, so Z shall start MonGod. No output, of course, but that's okay. 2009. Let's close this. Code backend. Code friend. All right. In backend, we will start Calva. This is the backend, so deps.eden. Hooking up Repos sessions. And we're done. Alright. Load file in. Start the main. Oh. Init class ring middleware. Oh, right. It's because I deleted that as a dependency. Ring cores. All right. Am I just calling main? Oh. All right. So we got that running. Now let's head over to the front end. Start that. Start Calva. Deps Eden plus figwheel main is what we're doing. Start the deb alias. Alright. Localhost 9500 is Greek require cannot find plotter's core. Okay, so we still have something named plotter somewhere. Oh, a bunch of cache files. Find in folder plotters. .core. Calva output window. February.core. February until we have a better name. All right. So I think we'll probably have to start the REPL again since we were changing config files. Generally, the MO when it comes to this kind of stuff, we can hot load and hot reload source files, but not the config that started your tool in the first place. Still some problems. Not find February core. Oh. Alright, source. Path source. Source.february.core. Alright, so that wasn't it. Let's just make sure we've got the right Clojure script out, dev main. And I forget that error that we've probably specified it correctly, but let's just make sure that. Whoa. It's a lot of scripts. Network. Alright, so we're definitely getting dev main. That's in there. Google require cannot find source February core. Much directory source. New folder February. Might be the case that I need to have this in a folder called February. We still have it looking for source February core, so I think what we want. To do is restart the REPL one more time. Can I find February core? Finland. Yeah, it's just the one we were looking at before. Alright. I think we're gonna have to come back to good old Thomas's repos. This guy's been a wonderful resource for me. Alright. So let's just poke around here. Watch directory source. CS directories, resources. Repol.chlorine. Alright, so that's dev CLJS Eden. Is there like a fig wheel? Config? No, there isn't. Alright, so let's stop and start it. There we go. Okay, so I guess it was this. I don't know. missing something for sure. Anyway, so yeah, there's our plotters. It's looking good for what it is. Didn't quite get there, but something I will point out. Test at hello.com. Send me updates. Yeah, we've also got like signing up for an email, and then we've got a prompt for kind of signing up for information about like startup in a month as well. So you can both sign up for like updates about the game and also updates about the project. Or at least you could if the database in MongoDB was set up in the first place. So how about we get to that? I've still got get connection DB beta sign up emails. So I think this database does not exist yet. 27072 system collections. Oh, does it? February collections beta sign up emails. Oh, hello. I can just do it like that. So what was the problem? Clojure once updates. Preferences not updates. Right result cannot be cast to a function. Right results. Mongo collection update that database, that collection. Send that email. Try. Maybe it's the lack of matching paren that's doing me in. Unable to resolve symbol catch in this context. Ah, okay, hold on. I had that right the whole time. MongoDB right result cannot be cast to function. So, don't know what that means, but we're not going to worry about it. We'll figure that out later. So, yeah, maybe we should choose like a font. Google Fonts. Yeah, so we're looking for something like, I guess for plotters, I was looking for like a fun font. Don't know what kind of font I'm looking for here. Language, font properties. Ooh, show only variable fonts. Variable fonts are super sweet. License. Open font license. Oh, you know what? Variable fonts. That's going to be something good to use because what variable fonts are these like super cool fonts where you can like kind of specify aspects of the font like programmatically. So fonts, yeah, so like Firefox Dev Edition has like really sweet ways of controlling this kind of thing, but what you can do is you can like change the size programmatically. You can change the line height programmatically, spacing between letters, whether it's italic or not, what the font weight is. And that will actually be something that's really good for a tool like this, since we want to give people the freedom to do like a more refined layout. So we have like a programmatic way for controlling these aspects of a font, and all those rules aren't like locked away inside a CSS class definition. Then that's going to be a really cool way to do that. So it's not to say that we need a variable font for the landing page, but it'd be cool to start getting into them. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to keep scrolling until I find something that speaks to me. Like that. Let's make a note. Fonts. Dancing script, no. It's kind of fun. Orbitron, definitely used that before. That's a fun one. Faustina, Public Sands, Huda, Yost. Space Grotesque. Yeah, maybe this one, but I think the tricky thing is I want like a font for the logo, and then I want a copy font. So maybe what I should choose is like a logo font first. Yeah, kind of like XO. Maven Fro. Ooh, pairings. I like that. Roboto. Yeah, you know what? I'll let the good guys at Google just kind of guide my hand here. All right, Roboto. All right, so we got Maven Pro, Roboto, Specimen, download family. All right, cool. So we got that. Let's open backend. No, open the front end. Resources, public fonts. Let's get rid of all this. And let's get our new fonts in there. Roboto and Maven. Alright. Don't close that. Alright. Let's do some cleanup. Alright. Let's see here. So, yeah, let's just go through and like change some copy real quick. Index page. Plotters. Right. So I'm going to change this. Alright, I'll change that, and we will also do some work to hook up our new font. First things first, I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be back with you guys in like 2 minutes, so just hold tight. Alright, so just taking a quick look at my stream here. I don't think I'm streaming. I don't know if I should even care about this right now, if I should just charge ahead. But, yeah, no stream can do, man. It's really weird. And by all accounts, I should be. Viewers. Total right now, chat messages. Monitor incoming, monitor outgoing. All sessions currently. Three viewers on February 1st. Yeah, I don't know. I'm recording at the very least, so I can upload this after the fact. But yeah, not sure what is going on with the stream itself. But at any rate, let's keep going. All right. So February startup. Let's change the font on this to our nice Maven. Alright, Maven. Get the font face declaration up there. Then we need the font family declaration right here. Alright, so call that Maven. Call this Maven. Say the source is fonts. Maven Pro. Oh, we just copy the relative path, shall we? Alright, so I got that now, and if we go in here, we got our sweet new font. I already don't know about it. I already don't know, but yeah, we'll go with it for now. It's fine for now, man. Don't worry about these small things. Okay. And then for everything else on the body, we're gonna do another font family. Call this row 2. We're just going to copy. And we're about to regular. Goat and a pig. Alright, now I think this should be your Roboto 2, right? Maybe we need to go up to the body tag to see that. Finally, Roboto sans serif. Excellent. Alright, we got it. Yeah, you know, from purely, superstitious reasons, I feel like I want like a different different set of colors for this. Yeah, it's like a new startup. It's a new month. I'm gonna be working with similar color palettes from Tailwind since that's been really super easy. But I think I want to not go with the ones I had from before. So yeah, how about we try this like yellow? BG yellow 300. What is this looking like? Fairly intense, little mustardy. I wonder what this would look like with 200. It's pretty nice. 100, too mild. Pretty mild. I wonder what like a green 200 would look like. Yeah, kind of minty for my taste. Yeah, I like that. BG green 300. Let's see. Color. What am I looking for? Like color relations chart. Yeah, like a complementary. Yeah, complementary color. That's it. Color wheel. Complementary colors. So if I've got like a green here, then I want a red. Analog colors, triadic. So if I had a green here, I'd want an orange. Do I have like an orange? Definitely got a yellow. What if for the CTA I had like a yellow? Send me updates. This is like a yellow 300. Actually, in the interest of maintaining all these color relationships. Yeah, yellow 300's looking kind of spicy. Yellow 500 rather. Text black. Semi updates. It's kind of fun. Kind of like that. We'll go with it for now. It's kind of a Simpsons yellow. Wonder if we did just a touch darker. Yellow 300. BG yellow 300. Yeah, I think it looks nicer. And we'll dial this down too. Alright. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Alright. So we got a new background color, we got a new CTA color. Probably could have just kept the plotters one, but now it feels like I'm working on something new. We got a footer, we got all our links. Yeah, man. It's not a game anymore, it's an app. Yep, watch me live stream the development of this app, past streams, projects, want to get involved. Yep. Alright, February startup. Man, I had a whole bunch of taglines for this. Make cool photo stories and share with your friends. Alright. Alright, this app is in active development. me.co. Game. Zip. Any other references to game? Yeah, alright. So that's cool. We got a new landing page. Updates on the app. The app is in active development. Yep. Alright. Now a new demo for this. So man, should I like make this like straight away or should I let this sit for a minute? Yeah, you know, I bet I could come up with like a super basic thing. Royalty free photos on Splash. What works well in the form factor? Man, it's a cool photo. Couple of hipsters feeding each other pizza. Nope, bacon. Of course it's bacon. Jimmy Dean sausages. Yeah, I like that. Download free. Say thanks. Alright, there's one. I feel like we could have another photo too. Yeah, I like that one. Alright. So we got those. Now we just need to get rid of everything else inside there. Alright, not gonna have any of these buttons. Not gonna have any of this. Let's go back. Cannot read. Probably missing something. Alright, cool. So there's hello. Yeah. Class device frame. Div class text weight. Do that to start. Oh. Whoa, what'd I do? Alright, there we go. Give it a margin top of 10. Alright. Yeah, and I think we can actually go back to Google Fonts. So what I want to do is I want to build like a demo screen for this thing. Kind of like a building, I don't know if we go back here, like kind of like I'm building a demo screen for what the app is like actually going to be like. So I think I want like a fun font and then a couple of those stories and a little bit of prose in between. It's 11:30 right now. I think we can get that done in the next half hour. So let's hop to it. Like a fun, artsy, kind of scripty font, I think. Show only variable fonts. Easy way to limit ourselves. Quicksand, I like that. It can be super overwhelming looking at things like this when it comes to like things like, you know, fonts and colors and sizes and numbers. You've got like a whole universe at your fingers, and that's like kind of a freaky thing to put in front of your fragile human brain. So if you just kind of like artificially limit your choices, makes it a lot easier to make a decision in many instances. Wait. You know, I like this. Let you license. Open file license. Sounds good to me. Alright, yeah, so we're going to copy this into the fonts folder one more time. Boink. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's make sure that we've got the font family specified. Fonts, call this Josephine. Goat and a pig, goat and a pig. App demo. Font family Josephine. Alright, save. Put that font family on our demo. Or actually, what I call that, app demo. Back here, and we got it. Nice. Okay. So let's get those photos that we were talking about from before. Right. Alright, fonts. We're gonna say like image. We'll have this one, and we'll have that one. Alright. Gonna call this kayak. We'll call this mountain. Alright. So I'm thinking for like a dummy title, we can call it like From the Mountains to the Sea. Something fun like that. Alright. So what I want is a grid, and I want that like mountains photo here with like some text like kind of artfully overlaid on top. And then I want a little bit of copy here, and I want the photo of the kayak down there. So yeah, it's kind of a tricky grid layout, right? So I want to do this with CSS Grid. So I think that is going to vastly simplify kind of future efforts in terms of like, you know, developing this like kind of layout system I was talking about for the app itself. So let's just sketch this out real quick. I don't think I'll do that. Top image, text. And then everything else. All right, let's do our big webcam for notebook mode. All right, so I think what I want to have is like a grid layout where we've got like a couple boxes, so it might be a bit difficult to see, but basically I want like one grid row right here, and then the slightly confusing thing is we're going to have like, you know, really 3 rows here, and this top image is going to take those top 2 rows, and then the text is going to take like the next 2 rows, and we're also going to use z-index to put the text actually on top of that top image, and then everything below that is just going to be like an auto grid layout. And if that didn't make sense, I hope it will soon. All right. So let's giggity get to it. Index CSS. Don't need any of that. App demo display grid template rows. 10, yeah. Percent, 10%, 10%. Repeat. Auto. And grid. Templates. Columns. Just one. Alright, grid. Templates. Okay. Can't assign a name to multiple areas, can I? I can't assign the same grid template name to the same row. Yeah, so this might be like a rare instance where I just don't use a grid template area, even though it's like one of my favorite parts of grid. Alright. App demo. Header image, app demo, title. That's what we need for now, right? I even need to go back to the grid docs, or tutorial rather, because I can't remember how to do this. Properties for the children, grid column starts, row start and row end. Yep. And this starts at 1. Because the world of computer programming was not nearly confusing enough yet. Alright, so row start, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Okay, so we're going to start at 1, we're going to end at 3, we're going to start at 2, end at 4. I think, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So we got our grid, we got our classes. Let's get them into our hiccup HTML templates. Div app demo header image. Class div app demo title. Alright, so let's just head back and see if we got... Oh, whoa. Stuff is going crazy. Why you be like that, man? What? What did I do? Yes, I don't know why it's doing that, but I do know I don't want animations for the time being, so... Let's go back here, just get rid of this animation class. You know what? It's because it's because I had probably had some kind of like centering utility on there, right? So what's this again? This is the game demo. Oh, we also don't have this in the grid. Header, main, sidebar. App demo. Alright, we'll just call this app demo container. Header main demo. Grid area demo. Alright, that's looking better. Give it a little margin. 0 auto. It's an ancient janky trick, but it's the one I know and it works pretty well. Alright, so now we got that back in the spot that it should be, and let's take a look at what our grid's looking like. Alright, so repeat auto is not good syntax. Let's get rid of that. Alright, let's bring up the grid. Layout, display line numbers. Alright, so there's what we're actually going to have. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on with our grid stuff here. So that's a grid. We want one column, but we've got two. Maybe because we did give them a column start and end. Row starts, grid, column, starts 1, grid, column, end 2. Same thing for this guy. Alright. 15 minutes, can he do it? Maybe. He just fixed it. Alright, so you can see a little bit of what I was talking about before, right? Like, this thing, like, kind of occupies the same row as, like, the second thing. So, let's do, like, see if I can do this off the top of my head and get it right the first time. Z index 1. We're going to say Z index 2. Alright. Let's go back to the code and let's add these images. First, image source. Copy relative path, source. Hope this will just kind of work. Let's try it out. Ah, nice. Okay. That worked out pretty well, actually. Alright. Image 2 is going to be the kayak. Alright, kayak's all good. Yeah, what's our title going to be? From the mountains to the sea. Nice. Okay, so do like a text center start. We'll do like a margin left 5, margin right 5, and then like a font. What's the text size? Text XL. Yeah, let's start with text XL to start. Very nice, not quite big enough. Right. How about 5XL? Maybe 6XL? Yeah, there we go. I feel like a text justify. Nope. Maybe just a text left. There we go. Maybe a different grid layout. Yeah, so if you can see here, the app demo, like the header image has like, you know, row 1 and row 2. This is row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3. Header image is in row 1, row 2. Title is in row 2, row 3. And if you recall, we gave them just a little bit of z-index, so the header image falls beneath the title, and we were able to like lay one on top of the other, and we were able to like layer one on top of the other, and we didn't have to use position absolute at all, so I think that's really cool. Yeah, how about we do like a little ellipsis here. The mountains to the sea. Colors. Like a Let's try this. BG purple 100. We'll just see what this looks like. It already looks really intense. Is there such thing as a 50? BG purple 50. And text black. Yeah, something like that. Oh, BG purple 500. Come on, son. Yeah, I want like a opacity on there. So I think it'd be cool to have yeah, not just the white text on there, but you know, white text that can kind of like serve as like an overlay a little bit, like a 0.2 for instance. So that's just like a little bit black. If we did like something like that, that'd be like more white. Then we could like, you know, call it like 0.4 or something. So something like that, just something to you know, offset it like a little bit. So anyway, we might experiment with that later, but for the time being, let's get the super simple version of this just like done and taken care of. Alright, so we got that, one for pros. First thing we're going to need is a class. About like a text center, text 2XL. Why did it jump all of a sudden? Ah, because it's also. Alright, cool. Wow, that was a super fast hot reload. Damn, Fig Wheel. You go fast. Boy. Excerpts from Shackleton's Way. Yeah, I was thinking we could get some cool, like, Shackleton, like, you know, dramatic text about, like, being on the open sea, and traveling, and, you know, something that will give us that, like, kind of wistful, like, adventuresome thing that we're thinking of. Let's say, like, on day 3 of journey, we broke camp and hiked back down the mountain to meet up with our sea kayak guide, Samantha. After a quick safety lesson. Loading the boats and packing our dry bags, we pushed off into the frigid water. Yeah. It's a little bit too much, but basically that's. Day 3, we early and hiked back down the mountain to meet up. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. This is looking okay. We got some problems with the image on the bottom here. I wonder if we could solve that in 2 minutes. Device frame. Could we say like the height of this thing? Width, height. -2 rem. Yeah, that's more or less. Maybe like a calc. iPhone CSS. Heights. Calc. -2 rem. Same problem, right? Now we just got a shorter phone. Maybe app demo. I wonder if I've got like access to variables defined in another CSS file in this file. App demo. Heights. Yeah, I think I do, but I think there's a simpler way to do this. I could say like 100% -2 rem. Yeah, there we go. 100% -2.1 rem. Let's get that little pixel there taken care of. All right, cool. All right, guys. I think we got this taken care of. Yeah, so we got our landing page. It says February startup. Yeah, we changed all the copy. We changed some colors just so, you know, we get that, like, psychological effect of working on something new and different. And, yeah, we got a halfway decent, like, app demo going on down here. So how about right before we leave, we just turn that animation on. Oh. Need some important classes that were not present in the original version of this. Nice. When you load the page, that's what you see. Alright, cool. So, stop the stream there for today. I guess it's not really a stream because, like, Twitch and YouTube are broken for inexplicable reasons, but thank you for joining. If you're watching this after the fact, thanks for viewing, and I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday to, yeah, hopefully, like, actually jump into the development of the game itself. So, cheers, everybody. Ta-ta for now.